What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack. Today, we're going to talk about Cal Quantrill. Why Cal Quantrill? Yes, I know it wasn't yesterday's games. It was on Wednesday. I wanted to actually cover it yesterday. We weren't able to do that. So, I want to talk about today because, I have so many nicknames for Cal Quantrill. When he was part of San Diego, not very good. He was so Cal. Nowadays, he's the unquantrifiable because is he really this good? He's been on this incredible stretch in the second half, but his stuff doesn't really speak to excelling at this level. So I wanted to showcase 2 innings. Yes, we're going to do 2 innings today against the Twins from his Wednesday start. It's the 4th and the 5th inning. I think it does showcase a bit of the variety of how he's getting these outs, all that kind of stuff. So let's just dive into this. So all right, there's that's a very good indication right away. So you guys know me. If there's one skill, you say, Nick, please. Nick, what is the number one skill that you want any pitcher to have? It is this. Being able to throw your four-seamer or sinker up and in with consistency. Right? From a righty to a righty or righty to a lefty, if you're able to constantly go up and in with heaters, you will have sustained success in the majors. And if Cal Quantrill can do this with consistency, that might be it right there. That might be exactly why he's doing so well. Is that already a quick out? Look at that. He executed that pitch and he got an out. Like, that's how easy it can be. So there's a first pitch slider. Actually, I think it's a changeup rather. Going down away, and that's fine. That's free real estate, like we talk about again. I just want to, yeah, that's definitely a changeup. That's a really good pitch. Just like free real estate with a curveball or slider, that's a pitch that Polanco sees. Doesn't really think he wants it. I mean, this could be a fastball up here, but then I think he figures out that's like, okay, it's a little bit slower, and that's not really the pitch he's looking for. He tried to do a backdoor slider there, which I understand too. So that this is, Quantrill's changeup slider are not really the biggest whiff pitches. Sometimes the slider becomes that. But what he's just trying to do, he's trying to stay away from Polanco here. Changeup slider, and then I would imagine if you were to execute that slider backdoor like this, we would see the fastball come up and in, right? But we'll see what he responds with here. That's what I'd be doing. I do slow stuff away, fast stuff upstairs. That's just kind of the MO. Ooh, doesn't get the call on that. That's a very, very standard approach of just, hey, I'm going to throw fastballs up and in. I'm going to throw slow stuff down and away. That's like, if you have one sentence to instruct how you want to approach as a pitcher, just do that, and you'll be fine. That's not, then there's the advanced levels of, cool, once you do this, you set up this and that. But it's like the beginner mode for pitchers is just that. So let's see what they go with here. He's still trying to do that, and I gotta say, I understand why, because Quantrill's not like missing by a ton here. He's like, okay, I need to make these small adjustments. But that's 3 straight sliders. You haven't hit it. You gotta give him something else here. I mean, he's looking for a heater, but oh, you went with the changeup, man. So that's 5 straight pitches not throwing a fastball from Quantrill. That's pretty cool. Really good execution on that changeup, by the way. This is like a perfect. It's exactly what you want to do, because Polanco likely is going to be taking if he's not thinking that it's a fastball of his hand. So you're going to have to throw this in the zone. Like, you didn't get the swing and miss, for example, from Polanco. So you put it in the right spot. I mean, you got to strike. And keep in mind, everything has been away. Let's hope that he goes up and in now with a heater. So, okay, so he went with a slider, and I'll be honest, I think this is what they should have called in the first place. The entire at-bat, Polanco's eyes are over here, and you can see he got so jammed on this pitch. You're not supposed to be jammed inside on slower offerings, like an 89. This one had that extra movement back in, but look at this. This starts, and it's pretty much like on the outside corner, or inside corner, I should say. And then it falls down in and in a little bit more. That's the right call. You can also see if let's say Quantrill actually executed this pitch. Well, given how jammed Polanco was here, that means that his bat was actually looking here, and he might have been able to drive that. So the entire at bat was away. The first pitch he threw inside, he got an out on. It's not a coincidence. There's a first pitch slider over the plate. And, I mean, he's just trying to do free real estate. And what do you know? Donaldson wasn't able to take care of it. And I will say, if you go up to the plate expecting this, as Donaldson was, he's upset. Because he's like, this is what I wanted. And he just missed that. You know? Kind of got away with him a little bit. But honestly, more times than not, you won't see a base hit on that pitch. So, it works. Free real estate for the most part. We're going to go to the next inning. If I can. I can. Cool. All right, so there's a fastball. Finally, once again, hey, he has a heater. Don't forget that. The first pitch of last inning and the first pitch of this one is a heater. And this is a way. It just seemed like Quantrill's only going arm side with fastballs. Pretty much, I mean, he did go one slider away to Donaldson though, so but it does feel like he always goes fastballs over here. Hopefully he can get that up there. So there's a curveball. He's trying to get free real estate with that. Did not work. I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at these numbers. This is I'll drag this over for you just to get an idea of like how good Quantrill has been. This is 11 games. I mean, this stuff's crazy. But you can imagine if the opponent average is this low, you know something is kind of not right when it comes to luck. Like that's not a typical thing. Let's move that back. Okay. Oh my God. No way. No, you're not. You're not about to lift your arm. Keep this arm down. Keep it down. No! I mean, that's not even close. Blue. Like, this is so never a strike. Like, oh, man. Wow. That changes everything so much. And like, now 1-2, you've thrown fastball over here, a curveball in the dirt, and a bad slider up here. So, like, this is wide open. This is open. You can maybe even throw the same thing again, and then Kepler is forced to swing in a pitch that he knows isn't a strike, and he's just out of frustration. We'll see. So he throws a changeup, and I think that's a good call. But you can also see Kepler is really leaning out towards it. Like, he's following this all the way through. You can actually kind of even see, you know, look at his whole body language. Like, if this is over the plate and stays there, and he feels confident, he's going to drive this to left field. Actually, probably drive it to right, considering it's Kepler. But that does tell me, like, this is open. You know, this is where I'd be attacking him now. And you can see he's still leaning over for this. This is a outside corner right on the edge, but Kepler's able to foul this off because that's where his eyes are. And instead of that being an out, right, that's a foul off. Like, if that's inside, that can probably be an out as he jams him. Here we go. All right. Love this idea. I mean, he's taken all the way through. He just didn't execute the pitch. Right? I mean, that's the exact right idea. And there's a changeup that So okay, so with this, so it was the right pitch call. You can kind of see that Kepler is out in front on this. Foot's already coming down, and he's trying to hold it back. But I mean, this is up. This is up, and Kepler misses this just a little bit. It's off the end of the bat slightly. But, I mean, this could have been real damage. And it's right at the second baseman, you know. Or maybe it's actually even like the shortstop giving the shift. But that's not a good pitch. I mean, I understand it's 3-2. He threw a strike, but, like, this is too high up. And it really allows him to scorch it. That's a bit lucky there. So there, once again, wow, this is identical to the Josh Donaldson slider for first pitch strikes against righties. This is kind of wild. He's thrown 3 pitches to 3 right-handers for 3 outs. It was the up and in to I believe it was Buxton. The slider to Donaldson, now the slider to Sano. That's unreal. Right-handers, like I want to see more of them. Come on. Oh, that's another lefty. Okay, so there's a slider coming in. It's not supposed to go in. It is free real estate, though. He's supposed to go away, but he's not swinging at that. And you can kind of see also, look at the reaction. This is actually really interesting to me. Look at the reaction of Nick Gordon. He doesn't think this is a strike. He's trying to get calibrated of like what the inside corner is. Look at this. Right? If I'm the catcher and I'm pitching and I see that, and that's like a decent amount of the zone, that's telling me like he's not expecting this. He's not looking here. He's looking away. So I would try and go inside personally. And look at him. Look at him follow this all the way in. Oh, he's like, no, not what I want. Jam him inside. I mean, that kind of did. You know, it's going farther in. He wants that down here. That's where he's expecting this entire at bat. That's not going to work. Yes, go inside. Good, good. Yeah, there you go. He's not looking for that. That's a beautiful pitch. That's gorgeous. There's no way Gordon's looking for that, right? Once again, you can look at body language and understand this stuff. But yeah, you're probably asking like, okay, so how is Quantrill doing this? Like, what's going on? Like, you just got 6 outs, but it didn't really feel like 6 overwhelming outs, right? What is he doing well? He's throwing sliders in the zone effectively, and he's not getting burned by them. He's mixing in a decent changeup that is keeping guys a little bit off balance. He's making it a game of me versus you as opposed to battling himself, right? Like, he's not really struggling to execute his game plan so much. Yes, he had some mistake pitches around, but he's always around the zone. He's always competitive with them. And that's really the story of this. I say this all the time. A pitcher's either battling himself, that is, he's struggling to do what he wants to do, or he's battling the batter where he can do what he wants, but his stuff isn't as good, or he needs to sequence better to beat them. Whenever it's the latter half, you'll always be competitive. You'll always have a good opportunity to perform well. And sometimes you get good luck in the field. Your stuff is just that. You're at a certain level where it's just, things just go your way. I think in this one, Cal Quantrill executes some good pitches, some not so good, but he avoided the middle of the zone a lot. Like, he didn't throw a fastball that was incredibly hittable this entire time, right? The fastballs he threw were here, inside here, and here, right? That's like all they want is a fastball to going here. And if you can throw secondary pitches effectively enough that aren't getting crushed, that don't force you to throw a fastball here, that works. You can pull off an 11, 12 game stretch like this. I don't think this is too sustainable for next year, though. The slider and changeup are not elite. And I do think, A, he's going to get beat by them a good amount. And B, the fastball is going to have to come more in the zone eventually. And that's not going to be, he's not going to have this location all the time. So for right now, he's in a good groove of throwing first pitch strikes with sliders and sometimes going up and in with fastballs. But yeah, I don't really see a guy that's just nearly as overwhelming as the data suggests, or like the results have been. So we'll see. Keep starting him. He's unquantifiable for a reason. So anyway, that's going to do for today's pitcher video breakdown. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Good luck. If you're in fantasy matchups right now, good luck. Otherwise, hopefully your teams can keep their playoff hopes alive so you have a good final week of the season. But that's going to do it for today. So subscribe, hit the button, watch me on Twitch, all that fun stuff. But as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.